Okay,
Hi, I'm Mackenzie.
I'm Susanna,
I'm Alexandria.
and our habit of mind is flexibility.
Our topic of our essay is the art of flexibility.
And the essay defines what flexibility is and how to become a flexible writer. So then it says your specific audience and their background knowledge, interest in, and positioning towards your topic.
Our specific audience was our teacher and our peers.
And we wanted them to gain a further knowledge of what flexibility is and when and how to apply it properly in writing and in
And the background knowledge they had on it, they didn't really know anything besides what we told them in class today. So hopefully the essay will give them a further knowing of it. Okay. What do you want your readers to know, do, see, think, or believe after reading your essay? Oh, just kidding. Sorry. Then production strategies. And the first little segment off of that is arrangement patterns. Name, describe, and discuss why you arranged the essay in the way you did, especially the significance section.
We were given prior instruction on how to set up the essay, but took each other's ideas and put our own spin on it.
Right. So the next little section is conventions of medium/genre. What are the requirements or expectations of a college-level source-based essay, and how did you meet these requirements?
In regards to flexibility, a college writer should be able to relate their writing to any audience. We really tried to focus this paper towards our audience, which was our peers. We tried to make it as informative and clear as possible.
So, next one, rhetorical appeals. How did you build a strong argument? What evidence did you use? Why is it effective for your audience and purpose?
We took information from things we did in class.
Previous badges, like from students that we had read over.
And like a lot of documents that we got from our teacher from in class. Really took things from that.
We went through our papers and picked out things we thought showed flexibility and questioned why that was. Then we went back and tried to figure out the way to gain flexibility.
So really just like looking over other people's work, seeing how they use flexibility, and then finding out how they did that kind of was a thing. Okay. Anyways, for group projects, each group member should state their name and take about a minute to describe his or her biggest contribution to this draft.
I'm Alexandria. Hi again. My biggest contribution, I think, in this whole project was probably in the free write, because I was trying to figure out how to understand flexibility myself, and I compared it to things that I knew a lot about. I'm an art major, so I took 2D and 3D perspective and made it into ways I can explain flexibility. If you're only looking something from one audience point, that's not flexible. If you look from multiple audience points, which would be a 3D perspective, then that is more like what flexibility is geared towards, I guess.
Cool. I'm Susanna, and I think my biggest contribution to this draft would probably be the hook and the intro in the thesis. I really focused in class those days, and I really tried to make the best thesis statement I could, but mine were awful. So I asked for a lot of help from the teacher, so I made sure that was really good, and that kind of led to a good hook, and also all the documents that we were given and all the examples made it a lot easier to make a good hook. And then we worked on the intros a lot in class, and I think just the peer reviews and the things we did with the other groups made it really easy to try to make a good hook thesis and intro. So I think that was what I did best.
I'm Mackenzie, and I said my biggest contribution was my main idea section. My main idea was like how to apply it to different audiences, and I think that I just like stated it well in the essay and used like my resources well to do that.
Cool. Next thing. Revisions. Discuss the feedback you've gotten on this draft and identify your reviewers. Be specific. Who gave what feedback? What revisions have you made so far? Why? What else would you do given the time? So the creativity group revised our paper, which was Claudia, Raekwon, and Jasmine. And we got a lot of comments from them that were really helpful. I think most of them were just to like
positive. They're just trying to help us gain more and build more on like, things that we had.
Yeah, and our like rough draft wasn't complete, so like they gave us like a lot of feedback to show how to like add more.
Yeah, because they helped us out a lot.
Our word count was really low. Yeah, we just needed a lot of help.
Mm-hmm. And they were really helpful because their essay was like very well done and almost done. So it was also good to see their essay and compare it to ours.
And they also worked with us a lot because we didn't have the word count, and part of the requirement for the project is to write good comments, and they were willing to like go back after we had written it and write more comments on our actual draft, which was really nice. But specifically, we wrote down that Jasmine, she wrote a lot of things like how can it be applied, or like consider this, which gave us a lot of room to like extend on our initial ideas of flexibility and stuff like that.
Yeah. So they were really helpful.
Very constructive and very helpful.
Yeah. Okay. Next section is leveling up. Which of the many scaffolding assignments has been most useful to you or your group during this process? Why, and how those assignments helped you to produce this final draft?
And we said the feedback helped us because we had a lot of different opinions about flexibility that we could all contribute to the paper.
Okay.
The free write, not the feedback.
I mean, the feedback was
but
feedback
the free write.
The free write was original,
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Lightning talk. Reflect on the effectiveness of your presentation. Do you think you adequately explained your habit of mind in your badge? Why did you encourage others to apply for it? How? Was there good discussion during the question and answer? Why or why not? And what would you do differently next time? So I guess we'll just take this one step by step. So reflect on our presentation. Do you think we did a good job explaining our habit of mind?
I think we were pretty successful.
Yeah.
I think we were really nervous because we were the first people to go.
Yeah.
That's beside the point. I think we did a pretty successful job. Like, I don't think anyone is questioning what exactly is flexibility in our class after our presentation.
We had like a confusion of like how to give the instruction and how to gain the badge, but once like having questions and answering them, like we all figured out.
At least they figured out they knew what the main idea was.
Yeah, they knew after some time, eventually. But okay, did you encourage others to apply for it? How? I think we did by giving examples, a lot of examples, so they have, they had like something to base whatever how they were going to apply.
Examples like outside of writing too. Like it does like a lot. It goes outside of writing, like we said in our paper and in like our presentation.
Yeah.
You gain communication skills, which you can take with you anywhere.
We didn't really have any questions and answers besides with our teacher, but we
fixed that. That was just like how to gain the badge and like what the requirements were.
And what would you do differently next time? I guess just really specify what we needed
the first time.
Yeah. Okay, next little section, habits of mind. Each person should identify one or more habits of mind that you think you practiced during this project. For each habit, describe it in detail, how you practiced it. Point to specific evidence in your badge composition. Discuss the particular challenges and opportunities in cultivating that habit of mind in this pathway.
I said openness because, like, in other classes, I hadn't, like, done any group work, so this was my first time in college doing group work, and like I really had to be open to my group's opinions and like what they wanted to say. So I think I gained that, and that really helped me.
For me, I chose persistence, which is like to continue to try and do something even though it's difficult. And I haven't really worked in groups either, and I don't think working in groups is hard. I just think it's something different. And I found this project, like, first I found it really confusing, but not that really, it's fine. But I found it really confusing at first, and it was like really frustrating me because I couldn't see what the final product was going to be. So I kind of just had to like keep doing things in class and like just keep knowing that something was going to come of it, which it did, so that's nice. But yeah, so I guess persistence.
To like expand on openness, like I was really confused at first, because I'd never done like a badge or anything like that in any other class too, and so like I just had to keep thinking, like just like keep trying, I don't know, and like being open to like everything that we were assigned to do.
Yeah, I know like during our rough draft I was having a real struggle with writing a paragraph, and I had to write it like 3 different times. So persistence is definitely prevalent, I think, for all of us.
Yeah, definitely.
For me personally, I chose like responsibility because being an art major, you have a lot of required hours you need to put in. So unfortunately, I would always wait till the like late, like 3 a.m. to write some of these paragraphs for this class, which probably hindsight, just could have done them before then. But oh well. Say la vie, it happened. But like I definitely like tried to take responsibility for my like paper, like my parts, try to make them as good as I can. Yeah, I think everyone actually did that. Like everyone really stepped up with this. Everyone did their best that they could, and I'm proud of my group.
Oh,
yeah,
so nice.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. Well,
and that's it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.